Hello everyone, welcome back. We are doing an SRT group clearing on the spleen, a very important piece of anatomy for us all. Make sure you're 100% open to receiving healing. Have a look at some of my old videos for that, and muscle testing. So I am 100% open to receiving healing. If not, I've got an SRT clearing, a short video on clearing blocks to being open to receiving healing somewhere on the SRT playlist. And same with muscle testing. So I've got some muscle testing videos as well on the site. So if you're ready, set your intention to receive the benefits, always for your highest good. And let's get stuck in, shall we? Let's do this. Okay, here we are. So spleen for everybody, let's have a look. 20 positive, about 45 negative, so that's not too bad. Light status level, so it's not rock bottom at incarnational, but it's still much lower than it needs to be. So let's do a clearing on this to bring it up to 100 positive and down to 0 negative for everybody's highest good, up to radiant love, new paradigm level of consciousness. While that's clearing away, just organising my desk around, which I should have done earlier. There you go. Got my little book of definitions if anything interesting pops out for you. Oh, it's just popped out, interestingly enough. You can't make this stuff up, can you? It comes out when it needs to come out. Health, strength and vitality. It's a power code for health. And it's 3 numbers to maintain health, strength and vitality in the body. And the numbers are, or is, 997. It's called a power code. So if you begin using the number 9 times a day, and then just observe what happens to the physical body. 997. So all you need to say is, I would say, Spirit, please apply 997 to my physical body. And then just say 997. 997, 997, 997, you know, 9 times basically. 9's the number of spiritual power and completion, and it's Trinity squared. 7 is spiritual completion at the physical level. So that's one of the power codes. I've talked about power codes in the past videos. 10 times 2 is a good one to use for prosperity. Just say 10 times 2, and maybe you want to do that 9 times as well. Or what's the other spiritual numbers? Spiritual numbers are 21, obviously 9, 21, 33, 42, 54, 64, 68, 72, 84, 95, and 108. 108 is a big spiritual number. So can't remember where I got that from. It might have been from Sadhguru stuff. It might have been from the switch words, or might have been from another mystic. But they are generally known as spiritual numbers, and obviously 9, Trinity, 33 is very much the Christ consciousness. So if you say these codes, like this one, 997, if you say that 9 times, then you're invoking, you're kind of enhancing, adding more power, more substance into the energy. And same with those others. So I'll just read those numbers again. 21 times, 33 times, 42 times, 54 times, 64 times, 68 times, 72 times, 84 times, 95 times, and 108 times. 108 is really, a lot of the mystics use that one. They repeat things 108 times like mantras. 108 times has quite a profound effect. So anyway, right, let's get on with this spleen. So where are we going first? Chart 6A, which is master programs. inside left. So we've got master program of abandonment connecting to the spleen, and abuse, and anger, hate of God, failure. Anything else? No? Do they all have past life and ancestral roots? Yeah, they seem to. Anyway, let's just get them all cleared. Master programs and discordant energy of all of those. So what was that? Abandonment, abuse, hate of God, failure, anger. It's quite a few there connecting with the spleen, wasn't there? So I am doing an interview with Patty Post shortly, who's a very dear friend of mine and colleague. Incredible at what she does, and she does human design. She's an expert at human design, as amongst lots of other things. She's an evolutionary astrologer, leadership coach, Gene Keys. She's done all sorts of things, but incredible insights. And human design offers incredible insights in particular. And I'm going to be doing an interview with her on that shortly. I have an open spleen center in my human design, which brings enough challenges, I can tell you. But I think you'll find it very, very interesting. It can also tell you exactly what your human design suggests is right for you to do as a role, as work in this lifetime. And I'm actually doing exactly what my human design says, which just blew my mind when I found that out. So, which is removing blocks to our true spiritual essence, and bringing in that transformation as a result. So obviously I do it through SRT, but my main work is one-to-one sessions with people, where I bring in, we can clear belief systems, programs, things that are holding you back in terms of living abundantly, and living abundantly with, with health, with love, with prosperity, with anything really, opportunities. And also there's insights come in, sometimes my guides come in, sometimes it's about coaching and mentoring, healing. It's a bit of a mix, but we basically identify underlying blocks really that are stifling the energy flow to abundance, because naturally we are abundant beings. It's just like the sun is shining brightly, but we've got all these clouds in the way. Right, where are we going next? Chart 6B, which is blocks to positive expression. I'm talking a lot today. Sorry about that if you're trying to relax with this. Blocks to generosity, blocks to gentleness, blocks to desire. Interesting. So let's just clear those away for your highest good. It's always interesting to see what comes up with some of the organs. Just moving my cup of tea over here. Oh, lovely. I love a nice cup of green tea. This one's with orange and lotus flower. It's a Twinings one. It's my favourite. Right, okay. Where next? Chart 10B, which is programs created by spirit. This is the most significant line of programming because it really affects everything. Infinite levels before thought. Let's just clear those away. Clear all depths, steps, levels, ranges, limitations, everything, everywhere. Still on 10B. Self-punishment. Embryo. Let's clear those away. Clearing the embryo. Clearing all self-punishment away at this level. Again, all debts, levels, ranges, limitations, everything, everywhere, any body programs, body memories as well. So normally if something's not clearing, then we double check this chart because it's the first line of the major programs. Okay. Animal consciousness programs. Again, I'm not going to research anything here. I'm just going to ask that they're all cleared from you. It's very light group clearing. Personal clearings go in more depth. Obviously, they're geared towards you. We look at the energy bodies. I have a long checklist of things which I check as well and go through some specific areas, ask lots of questions. So although this generally takes 15 to 20 minutes, my personal clearings take a lot longer. And then they get typed up, or I can do a voice message recording for you of what came up. It's one or the other though, so I won't do both. Some people like to see it typed out, so I do that. Keep the suggestions for what you want cleared coming in. I will always take the most popular ones first, but I have a whole list to do at the moment. Well, I've got several lists, but I'm always going to take the most popular ones first because they reach the most people. Please do share these clearings with people as well. The more people we can help, the better for all of us, really. So we're all in this together. Bit of a cliche these days, but it's true. 16, full of consciousness. Belief of falling into darkness and blocks to mental expression. We're just going to clear those away. New One Universe. So resolving discord at all levels of chart 3. Chart 3 is the levels of consciousness chart. So let's resolve discord there, please, at all levels of consciousness. Right, I'm going to read you this from my book directly, and again this is from Robert Detzler's, taken from Robert Detzler's books, who created this this system. So this is about healing energies. Asking for healing energies will not help much if the causes of the illness or problem are not cleared. And that's true. You've got to be at the right level of consciousness for things to clear. This is why sometimes things just don't clear up. If somebody needs help in the healing process, ask if beings can be assigned. Much of the time, spirit will indicate angels of light, forces of light, or other helps from the inside of chart 1, which is my master chart. If the problem is mental and or emotional, they will indicate counsels. When it is a combination of mental, emotional, and physical, they will indicate multiple forms of help. I find that when I use the the power symbol chart, then we have a different healing committee for the power symbol chart when I'm using this with the gates of energy that get blocked in the healing circle chart. It's a different healing committee than if you're using chart 7, which is your normal healing chart. Normally it's just high self and the angels of light for that chart, but this one uses the angels of light, high self, but also 1 or 2 others. And very often I've found that it uses either the Council of 7, High Council, sometimes Forces of Light, one or 2 of those as well. It seems to be the same ones each time, so it's very interesting which ones it brings up. So Spirit says there are 9,000 possible energies of healing that can be activated in the physical body. Wow. They will be activated only as needed and requested. When you clear all reasons for a physical problem, ask if there is going to be a healing. If not, go to the charts and ask why. Sometimes there are other programs that keep the healing from taking place, and those need to be researched and cleared. So yeah, that's for me as a practitioner to do that. Yeah. Sometimes we're just not at that right level of consciousness for that full healing to take place. So we might get a temporary healing. In my experience over the years, we might get a temporary healing, but then it's like, oh, it's reverted back again. That's because we still haven't got to that core issue. We're still not there. We're not at the right level of consciousness. There's still some resistance within us at some level. Chart 29, final blessing. That's why you often see people say, oh, please send me healing on Facebook. And the thing is, how much of that healing gets to you is probably very, very minimal. It's probably a trickle there if you're not at the right level of consciousness to receive it, meaning you haven't cleared the issue of why you've got an issue in the first place, why there's an imbalance in the first place. So you have to always look at what is the body saying. It can be very, very literal, very literal. Why have I got a headache? What's going on around me to cause this headache? What happened just before the headache came on? Is there a pattern there? What is the fact that I've got this cough showing me? It's going to be the throat chakra there. Is it grief? Is it something connected with the throat chakra? What am I trying to cough up or cough out? What am I struggling with the throat chakra? The colon and the colon's the sacral chakra, and the colon's always matched with the lungs, which is up at the throat there. So both of them can be grief. Lungs and the colon can be grief, and something that's undigested. What is undigested there? That's just a very broad thing there. But what is it again? Stomach. What can't you stomach? All these things are very literal. Sometimes the body's always telling us, but we don't listen. We don't take time to listen. So we have to witness observe what the body is telling us, observe what the feelings and emotions and the thought processes are that are going on in our mind, and then become the observer of those, the observer of the observer. And then you're in pure awareness, pure consciousness. You're not identifying with the self then. Okay, so let's see, chart 29 anyway. God, I'm talking a lot today. So etheric body, subconscious mind. So let's clear that. Right, anything that I'm taking back to chart 6A, which is master charts. There's something else that's come up in that time. Inside right, failure. Okay, does that have past life and ancestral? It does. Let's clear all master programs and discordant energy of failure as well. Okay. Right, do we have anything else? Any other business before mop up? No, so let's go to mop up. Just do a very quick mop up. And this is normally in a personal clearing where the bulk of the clearing takes place by the teams. They have about 200 plus charts on the other side of life that they use. And they're going through them all at the same time. I normally read this long list of instructions to them here, give them an affirmation to work with as well that's appropriate to you, that is inspired. Okay, are we done? Yep. High self team's happy with that. Soul's happy. Okay, and spleen is 100 positive, 0 negative. We're only doing a quick check on this. So radiant love, a new paradigm level of consciousness. Fabulous. Another one done. There you go, another one done for you. Drink plenty of water. Allow 3 clear days in between each clearing. I wouldn't do more than these group clearings, more than 2 a day, to be honest, so that you don't, it's up to you, it's your body, but we want to make sure they're fully integrated. Otherwise you kind of bombard the body all the time. The physical's always catching up. So see you on the next clearing. Take care, and all the details for everything are in the details bit. Thank you, bye.